The hope that lives within me is a promise that unfolds that if I died tomorrow, there was something you would hold. The years we shared together in a fleeting moment gone, that death is not an ending if our memories live on. If God should call me home with him to live forevermore, and I have joined the multitudes who fought in other wars, if I am resting in a place that honors those who fell, I hope our stories are the ones that you will proudly tell. It's not that men are heroes and their lives are glad to give. It's not that they are foolish and they didn't want to live. It is because they saw a cause above all others known, compelling them to stand and fight, though some might die alone.
19.6 million men and women who served in our armed forces live in the United States. Each and every one with a unique experience that, for better or worse, shaped who they are today. It is an experience that bonds them, one that stays with them forever, one that only other veterans can truly understand. But what happens when that experience ends? On the campus of Springfield Technical Community College, there is a club for the people who serve their country. The STCC Veterans Club is a sanctuary for student veterans. It was founded many years ago, but was reborn in 2010 with the creation of the Veterans Lounge. It has since been a place for campus vets to relax, do homework, have a cup of coffee, or generally unwind. Once a month, they have a meeting where its members can get together to discuss what's on their minds. One such member is Kevin Moyarty.
I originally joined the military because I basically didn't know where else I was going to go. I'd actually originally been coming here to stick, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to major in and if college was for me. And the military was pretty much the only other way I saw as an out at the time.
Kevin spent 4.5 years in the Navy working as a nuclear electrician on board a submarine, but found the environment on board toxic, to the point of him developing a drinking problem.
One of the big things that really surprised me and a lot of my shipmates on board the Houston, for example, was we felt like a lot of times we were being treated as if we were essentially the enemy, as opposed to being United States sailors.
Kevin did get help and eventually came home. He is now working on a degree in electrical engineering.
Basically after 9/11, I wanted to serve, do my part for our country. And I really didn't know exactly much about what I got into for my career field or my job.
Dylan Galland, a student at STCC and a member of the Veterans Club, is typical of many veterans. When Dylan returned after his third tour of duty, he was surprised by the reactions he received from civilians, including stereotypes and misconceptions about veterans.
So when other students, you want to, oh yeah, I've been here, and all they say, oh, what happened? And, they just want to hear like these glorified war stories where everyone serves military, not everyone's front lines, not everyone is, sees combat like I have never seen direct combat. I've been attacked with mortars, rockets, but I never had direct combat. And some students here, they feel like you're a veteran overseas, so you saw all that, or others have misconception. Like I've heard people say, you join the military because you're too stupid to do anything else. And some people, have respect. Other people really just don't understand veterans. Some sense there's a stereotype with veterans where we're just everybody else, just that we had different experiences and we were places that other people have not been.
Dylan is proud of his service and has a great deal of respect for everyone who has ever put on a uniform. Since the Vietnam War, the military has been composed strictly of volunteers.
Personally, it's all volunteer military. No one's drafted. They're not going to come after you and say, you two have to go join. You say, if you want to go, I want to join the Air Force, I want to join the Army, that is your call. No one is forcing anyone. So in that respect, yes. I give everyone who's ever served 100% credit because they chose to sacrifice their own lives to say, hey, I want to serve my country. If it's no matter what branch, what job there is, they are serving. So I do give everyone who's ever worn a uniform nothing but 100% respect.
Craig Hall is an Iraq War veteran, something he will always carry with him, even after coming home.
You're always looking out for yourself, looking out for your friends. It's just, you never really come down. But when you come home, it's kind of like you're trying to transition yourself back into relaxing, you know what I mean? I guess that's why some people get that really bad PTSD. They can't really come off that high that you get out there, you know? And it's just really trying to calm yourself back down. And it's actually very hard to do. And that was really the most challenging part. So it's just one of those things where I sucked up my pride and kind of sucked it up for 6 years. And now it's just gotten to a point where I'm pretty much going crazy. So.
Craig sustained a severe injury in Iraq that required amputation, but he wants to make sure that those who suffer a similar fate are well cared for.
From there, I want to go to Hartford, University of Hartford, and get my master's degree in prosthetics orthotics, and hopefully work for the VA and work for helping out fellow vets. That's my ultimate goal.
Helping out fellow veterans was something that resonated with many.
Would like to be able to use my experience from the military to attempt to give back in the end when I'm essentially a stable, financially stable adult, you know, whether it be volunteering for the VA or going off and, you know, creating like a charity fund or something like that.
The club on campus is especially good for nurturing the brotherhood that service inspires. In addition, the club has done considerable work for the vets on campus and across the country. The club pays Phi Theta Kappa dues for its members who qualify and donated $300 to Wounded Warriors in memory of an STCC student who died in a car accident. When asked to lead the club, Craig was more than happy to.
I kind of felt like giving back, you know? I mean, they've been so nice to me, and just everybody there. And, you know, they actually wanted me to do it, and I was honored. So I decided, why not? I'd love to do it.
And so these men and women go on, graduating from a life of service to one of civilian life, trying to get by like all of their peers. And in a quaint little room in Garvey Hall, they can come together. They are forever bound together, and together they go forward. They are the men and women of the military. They are the ones who came home.
Don't fold my flag, then bury it, forgetting why I died. If you believe with all your heart, believe one thing is true. The man I hoped and prayed to be, I was because of you. And if you do what I would ask, these things and nothing more, I'd ask you each to live your life my life was given for. And every day you look upon, I'd look upon them too. For every moment you would live, I'd live them each with you. The things I'd ask I know are hard when life is full of dread, to change the darkness of the past to brighter days ahead. But always keep your dreams alive and live without regret. And promise you'd remember me and never would forget. Thank you all to all our veterans and good health, and God bless us all. Thank you.